guys. 2-1 to Liverpool at the end of the day. How bad, to be honest, the scoreline flattered us, that's the reality.
You know what, the scoreline flattered us big time. I thought first 5-10 minutes Liverpool really came at us. I was literally fearing the worst, but I thought we came back into the game. I thought Winks and Dembele in that first half were superb. Toby Alderweireld-Vertonghen as well had really good games. I thought Danny Rose looked much better than previous performances in the past year or so, and you could see that as well from the England performance last week, man of the match performance. But when you look at it on a whole, Eriksen, Dyer were absolutely poor. Second half, Spurs just didn't come out for the second half. I don't know what happened.
I thought in first half it was an even game. I think Liverpool probably shaded it still.
Yeah.
I thought it was an even game. They were kind of in control until that. Then we can see that really poor goal. Let's be honest. That from a corner, Vorm is punching it behind him. I don't know what he's doing.
What is Vorm doing?
I don't know what he's doing. That's really poor from him, I felt. But I felt like we were still in the game. I don't think there was too much in between both teams. The second half, I think we kind of tried to push the initiative and kind of put men forward, and they were catching us on the counter.
Completely backfired on us.
They battered us in the counter attack.
And our two bright sparks from the first half, which were Dembele and Winks, they tied out big time in the beginning of the second half.
Liverpool won the midfield. They won the midfield battle, didn't they? Completely.
But to be fair, I thought in the first half we could have won that midfield battle, and I think we did win it in that first half. But second half, anonymous.
Yeah, I thought Milner, Wijnaldum and Keita, for however long it was on for, they just overran us, I felt, and we couldn't get any passing moves together. And you've got to give Liverpool credit. I think it was more down to them. I know we made a lot of individual mistakes today, which is true, and it's unlike us. I think our passing was really off. But I felt like it was more to do with Liverpool's intense pressure than it was to do with any sort of fatigue or anything like that.
You see a lot of times when teams come and give us that intense pressure, pressing us really high up the pitch, we get nervous and we lose the ball.
Especially with Dyer as well. He's poor, really poor when he comes up against teams like that.
I thought Dyer was very poor today, kept losing the ball in possession, and as well Eriksen, you don't really expect it from Eriksen, but I thought he kept losing the ball today time and time again.
But how bad of this defeat do you think it will be in the context of the season? Do you think maybe is it overblowing saying it was a very damaging defeat, or do you think it's like a real big blow to our ambitions this season?
I mean, looking at it now, we just come out of the ground. I'm highly emotional at the moment, so obviously it's a massive blow. But when you look at previous seasons, you know, historically under Pochettino, we haven't had a strong start to the season. But we won our first 3 games. Yes, I know we've lost back-to-back now, but we've just got to forget about that and kick on.
What do you think is going on our defence this season? Because we look so open for some reason. Ever since the start of the season, let's be honest, every game we're conceding many chances. And this is a defence that we're used to seeing pretty much concede maybe 1 or 2 chances a game, and now it's like 4 or 5.
I don't know what I'd put it down to, but it could be down to Dyer playing bad at the moment because Dyer's supposed to be shielding that back 4.
But he has it. This is the first game he started, really, has it? Isn't it?
No, he only didn't start Watford. He started every other game.
He started every other game. Okay, well he didn't start against Watford, and we lost that game.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's.
But our defences look shaky every game. Never mind if we won or lost.
Yeah, and also another point is it doesn't really matter if we play 3 or 5, 3 at the back or 4 at the back. We always seem open for some reason. But I felt like.
We've gone from having basically one of the best defences in the league, and it doesn't look good at the moment. Doesn't look good.
I don't know why. Maybe it's something to do with freshness. Like maybe once we get into our stride, the defence will start clicking again.
When you actually look at it, 3 out of that back 4 were all in the semi-final of the World Cup.
Yeah. And most of the goals, for some reason, we keep conceding headed goals.
If you count Danny Rose, I know he didn't play, but he was still in the squad.
We've conceded how many goals this season? We've conceded 1, 2.
All from headers.
All except for that one from Firmino, all from headers. What do you think that is? Do you think our centre-backs lack aerial ability?
Definitely not, because you've seen it in the past how good they are in the air. I don't know what's going on at the moment, but our defensive game there's something off about it. I can't put my finger on it.
I feel like Mourinho, he pointed out that Spurs leave a lot of space behind the fullbacks. He said it in his press conferences, and I feel like Liverpool exploited that big time today, especially their fast wingers. I think they told their wingers, Salah and Mane, not to track back as much, stay high up as much as they can, let Trippier and Rose overtake you and just catch them on the counter-attack, and that's what happened, I feel.
In the previews with the Liverpool guys, that's exactly what they were saying. They're going to exploit that space in behind the fullbacks.
Why did we plan for that? If we know that they're going to attack that space, surely the coaching staff know that.
100%.
Do you think anything with the formation today could have changed, or do you think he got the formation right, or maybe just because he played the diamond, should he maybe on 4-2-3-1 instead of maybe the diamond? Or
it's hindsight's a great thing, but this was the lineup that I said I wanted before the game, so I can't have any problems with it.
positives. Winks in the first half came back, looked sharp.
Winks,
Rose looked decent.
Winks looks really sharp. I think this is Rose's best game for Spurs for a long time. And Moussa Dembele, yet again, just a great performance. The problem is though, Winks and Dembele, they just tired out so quickly. That was the issue.
Do you think it'll be tough to pick ourselves up for Tuesday? Or do you think we'll have another, obviously we thought we were going to have a reaction after Watford, but that was after international break, a lot of time passes.
There has to be a reaction. There's no excuses now if there's no reaction. It's a massive, massive game on Tuesday because when you look at our Champions League group, this is probably our biggest game because when you look at the two Barcelona games, you can't exactly expect a win from either of those games. PSV, you expect to win both those games. So it actually comes down between us and Inter Milan.
Yeah, true. But I said before this game, I don't think a draw wouldn't have been the worst result of this game. And to come away with a loss, I feel like could be quite a significant psychological blow. Hopefully, it won't hit us too hard, but it's so disappointing. I think it's the manner of how badly we were beaten. Really, we were quite badly beaten, and
really
and I think in terms of what we were saying before the game, Van Dijk had an absolutely great game for Liverpool, and I got to eat some humble pie potentially because he was phenomenal today. I got to admit that
everything in the air, Van Dijk today.
He didn't make any mistakes. And to be fair, I thought Vertonghen and Toby still also had pretty decent games.
But we lost the game. They won the game.
But in the end of the day, we did lose the game. We lost the game. We conceded loads of chances. The goals we conceded were just
Vorm.
Yeah, pretty much. Vorm could have stopped both of them. Let's be honest. At the end of the day.
But the thing is though, when we've been on top against Watford and against Liverpool, like when we had the better of the game, we're not creating the clear-cut chances.
Yeah.
That's the issue. It is what it is.
All right, we'll move on to Inter Milan on Tuesday. Hopefully we get a better result there.
Unfortunately, we won't be there.
No.
Yom Kippur and all that.
Fasting things happened. It's not going to be there on Tuesday, but it's a shame. But listen, I think it's a bad defeat today. We'll have to take it on the chin. We're beaten by the better team, I feel.
Yeah,
but hopefully we'll learn from this defeat. Hopefully we'll get our squad fit and firing, get a bit of freshness back in the squad and move on upwards.
Move on to the Champions League next week.
All right.
Everywhere we go, everywhere we go.